Hey, 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 hey. Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. We have made it. Yes, we did. We woke up again this morning, and it's a brand new week, so I hope you are feeling a brand new way. Hope you're feeling good. Yes, it's noontime, my time. You know what we do here? It is the podcast where we have decided to take back our time. We're not calling it lunchtime. No. What we want to do is reclaim some of that time. We want to take a moment to center with ourselves. We want to reclaim that time. We want to recalibrate. If somebody got us off our groove here this morning, we want to get back on it. So we breathe a little bit. We chat a little bit. Real people having real conversations. That's what we do here. So I hope you're ready. It is Make It Matters Monday. Make it matter Monday. What matters to you? There are things that need to matter to you. And today we are talking about friend diets. You know about diets. You've heard about diets. You've been on diets. But today we're talking about friend diets. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? That is taking a break from your friends. Taking a break from the friends, taking a break so you can improve a little bit of your mental and emotional well-being. That's important too. And we're going to chat a little bit about it. But before we get into the conversation, there's some things that we have to do. What are we going to do first? We are going to breathe. This is how we do it. We inhale at the count of 4, and we hold that for a few seconds. And then we exhale and we hold that for a few seconds. And then we repeat that a few times. You know how to do it. And if you don't, just follow what I'm saying. Follow what I'm saying. If you want to feel it a little bit more, you want to put some of that little, put a little extra spice on it. A little extra smooth, a little extra groove. You can close your eyes. You can close your eyes. You can put your hands over your heart. You can do that. Feel your heartbeat. You are alive. And we're feeling grateful for that. So let's get into it. Let's breathe. Inhale to the count of 4. Hold that a few seconds. Exhale. Hold that to the count of 4. Inhale again to the count of 4. Hold that a few seconds. And exhale. Hold it a few seconds. And inhale again to the count of 4. Hold that a few seconds. And exhale. Yeah. We are feeling good. How that breath work feel to you? Take your time back. Reclaim your time back. Yes. So here's what we're going to be talking about today. We are going to be talking about friend diets. Friend diets. Giving yourself a break. Getting yourself in order. We need to talk about taking those breaks that could probably improve our mental health, improve our emotional health. We're trying to empower ourselves. So we need to think about different components and different things that we can do to do that. And it's important to set boundaries and prioritize our self-care. We've got to prioritize that in relationships. And we need to find ways to navigate in a friendly way because these are our friends. We've got to find a way to navigate this process and these friend breaks in a healthy and constructive way. So I want to talk about that with you today. We need to figure out how we can do that. We need to figure out if we're doing that. And let's figure out if it's important for you to do that because you know it is a fact. It's important to set boundaries. It's important to prioritize your self-care in all relationships, including friendships. Yeah? Yeah, you know? Now, there's a few reasons that we may need to go on a friend diet. You know, when you need to go on a diet, you feel like, okay, I'm feeling like I need to back off a little bit or back up a little bit from the table. I need to get my health and manage my body and my physicality a little bit different. I need to go on a little diet. You know when you need to do that. Do you know when you need to go on a friend diet? Do you know what some of those signs are? Do you know why that could be beneficial to you? Do you know why? Because it gives you time to self-reflect. Spending time alone can help you reflect on your own thoughts and your own feelings. You're able to take actions without external influence. For as much as friends are in our lives to help us, in our lives to give us different advice, in our lives to do some of those fun things that we like to do, that are equally and could also be a part of self-care, because you need joy in your life. But you need to be able to be alone. Are you able to be alone? And there's a difference. Keep in mind, I said alone, not lonely. Not lonely. So think about this. Think about whether or not you're able to spend time alone and reflect in your own thoughts, reflect in your own feelings. Be able to go about situations and handle these things without external influence. In a friend diet, we might just need to recharge. Recharge. You know we need to recharge. We charge everything else. We're plugging everything in. Everywhere we go, we're looking for an outlet. You know you're going to recharge your phone. Yeah, you're going to find an outlet. You're going to find a way, some type of power. You're going to recharge your phone. So we need to recharge ourselves. And being around people, let's be honest. Being around people can be draining. It really can. So taking a break can help you recharge and help you can come back refreshed. Step away. Step back. We deserve to do that for ourselves. Don't you think so? I absolutely know that I deserve to give myself some time. I don't have a problem spending some time with myself. Alone is not lonely. Another good reason to take a friend diet is personal growth. Alone time provides us opportunities for personal growth. You get to try some new hobbies, learn some new skills. You get to learn that on your own. Figure some things out. And then when you come back to the friend and the friend group, you've got something else to bring into the mix. You've got something else to build on. Yeah? You feel what I'm saying? Any of you out here have ever felt like, you know what? I need to take a friend break. A friend break is where I'm at right now. That is what I need. And why do you feel like a friend diet is important? Here's another reason why you could go on a friend diet. Reduce some stress. Spending time alone can help reduce stress, reduce anxiety. It allows you to focus on yourself, focus on your needs. And that's not being selfish. It isn't. You want to reduce stress. You're trying to figure out why so many things are just kind of coming at you, why you feel like you're all over the place, why you feel like you can't stay calm. Take a break. And sometimes you need to take a break from people. And those people could be your friends. We're going on a friend diet. Yes, we are. Another good reason. I got another one for you. Another good reason to go on a friend diet is to increase creativity. Why? Why would I say that? Think about it. Think about this. Think about what solitudes offer you. Right? Solitude, it increases your creativity. It allows you to get into your space so that your mind can wander and you can think freely without any distractions. You don't need the distractions. So when you're there and you're in that solitude, your creativity is going to be able to flow a little bit better. You know? You feel where I'm coming from? You're digging the friend diet. Yeah, I do it all the time. It's important. As an artist, I always find it important to be able to go within myself, spend that time with myself so that I can come up with some of those creative ideas, let my creative juices flow. I'm not really in a space where I want to share them with anyone else yet. I don't really want to have too many distractions that might guide me away from the original idea. That happens a lot. You know, you'll have an idea and you take it to your friend a little too premature because you're excited about it. But it just isn't ready to be out there yet. It just might need a little fine tuning. And you can fine tune those things when you're sitting with yourself. Now, a friend diet it's not a bad thing. We're not talking about you're just being hastily discarding people from your life. It's not that at all. It really is about those boundaries, and it really is about that prioritizing of your own care. And if it's truly a friendship, they're going to understand. They're going to understand. They're going to want you to be the best you. And then they care about you. So you get to be a good friend. And when you take that break, you're able to come back as a good friend. I see we've got some people who are in the comments here with us today. Let's say hello to Ayo. How you doing, Ayo? She says solitude is heads on for artists. Not alone, but with yourself. Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Solitude is important. And as an artist, we definitely have to go within ourselves to bring that creativity out. And it's not alone. You're not alone. I like what you said here. But with yourself. I see Miss Tori in the building. How you doing, Tori? She said, absolutely, Ayo. We both agree with you. You said it really well. You got to think about this thing as I'm not really alone, but I'm with myself. Remember, taking breaks from friends doesn't mean you have to end your friendships. It's important to communicate your needs and your boundaries with your friends so that you can maintain a healthy relationship. So, just stepping back a bit is not at all saying that you can never speak again, or you're not friends again, or feel that anything is wrong. That's not the case. And especially when we're adults, you got to know that adults are out here adulting. We have full adult lives. There's so many things that are going on in our lives. So friendship dynamics can be a bit different, and it's okay. It really is. When it comes to friendships, it's also easy to get caught up in the moment and prioritize your friends' needs over your own needs. How many of you out there do that? I know that I'm guilty of that, or I have been guilty of that in the past. Like, I'll get so caught up with these people who are around me, and I began prioritizing their needs over mine, and that's not working for me as an artist. It's not working for me as a person. It's just not a good space to be in. So I find it really important to take regular breaks from like all of those little social circles so that I can find some type of space for myself, mentally and emotionally. Friend breaks not only prioritize your self-care, but they have an opportunity to strengthen your relationships. They really do. You dig what I'm saying? Because if it's a real friend and they really know you, They're not going to feel the type of way because you have a way of communicating something. They know how you move, your moves, your movement, and you get it. And then you've got your own life too. So set those boundaries. Don't be afraid to set those boundaries in friendships. Sometimes we just need to take a step back from our friends to focus on our own needs. Setting clear boundaries and communicating them with your friends can help you establish a healthy balance between your social life and your well-being. We can do that. We can do that for ourselves, and we owe that to ourselves. Friend breaks can be an opportunity for you to do some other things that maybe your friend doesn't do. Whether that's like taking a certain class, taking a yoga class. I don't know, you might like to run. You might want to take a knitting class. I don't know what that could be. But just simply spending some time with yourself. Spending that time so that you can recharge. And you'll eventually find that when you go back into that friendship, you're better you. Yeah. You're more grounded. Your friendship can even be better. So the important thing I think about taking this friend diet, and I've got some people here in the comments, maybe you could kind of share your thoughts with me as well. But I think the most important thing about that is probably navigating that break, right? Because like we said, like I said here, and I'm sure you guys agree, taking a break from your friends doesn't mean that you're cutting them out of your life completely. You're just navigating a break that is healthy and constructive and a way to really maintain your friendship while you're also like finding a way to just prioritize yourself and your needs. Yeah, that's how it goes. So remember this. Taking time for yourself is not selfish. It's not selfish. It's essential. You have to do it. If you want to maintain any type of strong and healthy relationships, you've got to have that number one relationship with yourself. You know what I mean? You absolutely do. So take that pause so that you can focus, so that you can focus on you, and so that you can focus on your emotional well-being. I see Keep the Faith with Tori here. She has a comment. Let's hear what she's saying. She said, I take breaks all the time. I need my solitude. I know where you're coming from with that. I definitely am that way. And I too am not a huge friend person anyway. That's just not what I do. I really don't. I have to have a certain amount of time to myself for myself. And the fact that we have full lives, you may be a parent, some type of caregiver, whether it's your children or family member or elders in our life, whatever the case may be, you have a home life. So there has to be a balance. Now I want to ask you guys something because it's April. It's April. How many of y'all know what we celebrate in the month of April? Because you know every month, we've got a month for everything now. This is America, okay? It is America. Y'all know what it is. It's National Poetry and Jazz Month, right? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that a bit. Got a comment here from Tori. She said, friends that are needy don't consider me a good friend because I don't talk to them every day. That's what I'm saying. We have full lives. Needy friends are going to be those draining friends. And that might be the type of social circle that you need to take a break from. That definitely sounds like a friend diet that you need to go on. Can't do that. People got to find a way to live their lives and be a friend without putting so much on you. And you can't help it. When you're around someone and they're in your space, you're going to feel that energy. They're going to be sharing things with you. They might be dumping some things on you. That's why it's important to take that break. I see you put poetry in the chat. Miss Tori, keep the faith with Tori Poetry. Yes, it is National Poetry and Jazz Month. So we need to be celebrating that. And we're going to do that. Miss Tori's a poet as well. I saw Ayo, who was in the building. She is a poet as well. I also see Amina in the building, who is another. What is it? The poets are out here today in the building. Some of my favorites, some of my local favorites. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank you for joining us here. We're talking about friend diets. We're talking about taking those healthy friend breaks. It's a really good topic for conversation because I don't know that many people think about it or talk about it. A lot of times you hear people when they're talking about these things, they feel like they say, well, you know, so-and-so stopped talking to me. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did. Well, maybe they need some time alone. Maybe they're taking a friend diet, you know? I see Ayo here. She says, our life is a story unfolding. So you are first, and when friends are around you, they're the co-stars. Choose scenes and lines with care. Respect. Dig that. So anybody who's not a writer, okay, and you're not out here writing scripts, know that your life is a story. You're living one. It's unfolding. I like the metaphors there. You know that's a poet right there for you. Definitely in the building. Talking about friend diets. Got to take those diets from those friends. What about your friends? All right. Hey everybody, it's MsTonya. I am here. I'm here to share with you a little bit of lifestyle, a little bit of media, and sometimes a little bit of poetry. Yeah. That's what I'm here. I'm here to share a little bit of lifestyle, a little bit of media, and a little bit of poetry. It's noontime, my time. You know, we do this thing. This is how we do it. We do it at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time. It's the podcast that we're taking back a little bit of our time. We're taking this for us. We're recalibrating. We're rebuilding this whole idea of what lunchtime has to be. It don't have to be just about eating food. It doesn't. And why would you want to eat and put food in your body when you're stressed out? So come and relax with us a little bit. Come recalibrate with us. Listen a little bit. Have a little dialogue. That's what we're doing. Now, here's what we're going to do. We've talked about the friend diets. We've had that conversation. So if you got a little comment about it, you can keep the comments flowing if you want to. But here's what we're going to do now. We're going to do a little piece of poetry. I think we should. Do that. And I think I talked about it with you guys. I'm going to have a poet come in here this week and share a bit of poetry with you. But today, just listen to the beat. Just listen to the beat. Just listen. Yeah. Here's what I want to do. Since we're going to start this out and this is the first day of the week, I want to honor a poet that we should all know. You should all know this poet. If you don't, I don't even want to tell you to Google. You need to go to a library. You need to do something. You need to ask your mama, a friend, somebody. You living under some rock if you don't know the name that I'm about to drop. She's one of our living legends. Yes, she is. Yes, we're going to honor the poet Nikki Giovanni today. Yes, we are. She's got a number of books. She's just a great poet, great teacher, great writer. And I've got a few of her books, and for some reason, and I don't know why this is, but for some reason, I picked up her book, Love Poems, and started reading through it again. Yeah, I did. Hard for me to believe. I'm a poet and I don't write no love poems, but she got me reading some. So today what I want to do in honor of National Poetry Month, in honoring the poet Nikki Giovanni, I'd like to read a poem from her book, Love Poems. And this is a short poem, but this poem is Love Is. Some people forget that love is tucking yourself in. Let me start that over, because I don't need to be messing up the great Nikki Giovanni's words. So let's rewind. Love is. Some people forget that love is tucking you in and kissing you goodnight, no matter how young or old you are. Some people don't remember that love is listening and laughing and asking questions, no matter what your age. Few recognize that love is commitment, responsibility, no fun at all unless love is you and me. By Nikki Giovanni. Y'all dig it? Yes, yes, yes. Let's give some snaps, snaps, snaps. Snaps all over the place. Beautiful piece of poem. Short, to the point. You get it. You know what love is. Yeah. Love is any age. Love is you. Love is me. And within that relationship of love, sometimes there might be a break. We might be on a friend diet. So don't you feel bad about it. Take that time for yourself. Do better for you. Do better for you and come back better for you. Hope you enjoyed the conversation that we had today. Hope you will enjoy this full month of poetry and jazz. Listen to some jazz music. Go to the library. Pick up a poetry book. Read some poetry from some of the greats, one of your favorite poets. I see that we got the snaps in the building for Miss Giovanni. Snaps, snaps, snaps. But do that. Do that for yourself. While you're taking those friend breaks, some of the things that you can do in solitude, certainly poetry and jazz fit into the mix. You can put on an old jazz record, or you might not be putting on records, but you can find a playlist. Yeah, go to YouTube and find a great jazz playlist. But I like touching things. I like feeling things. It would be great if you would read and open a poetry book. But you can also find poets online. You can find them, you can listen, and you can read. So I encourage you to do that this month. Anytime that you are taking some solitude with yourself, good music, and jazz is one of those genres that is a good style of music that you can kind of get into your zone. Listen to it. Do some writing. Write in your journal. You don't have to be a poet to write. And you don't have to perform your poetry to write poetry. So I encourage you to write it. And if you happen to be that poet who is writing in your room and writing those pieces of poetry, and you're feeling some fears of expressing it in a live setting, practice. Practice in front of your mirror. Read that poetry out loud to yourself. Let that be some of your alone time. Be your audience. And then after you've been your audience for enough time, challenge yourself to go to an open mic. And that's when you can come off of your friend diet. Let your friend know, hey, this is what I've been doing. I've been writing. Hear this piece of poetry. Or come to this open mic with me. And don't be afraid to get on the mic. Do not be afraid to get on an open mic. That is what open mics are for. They're there so that you can get an opportunity to express yourself. The mic is open. And that's what people are there for. They're there to share their art. They know that they're going to hear some new artists. There may be some seasoned poets in the building, and that's always great as well. It's not there for you to be fearful. It's not there for you to rate yourself against them. It's not there so that you can say, oh man, I can't do it like that. Well, you're not supposed to. You got to do it like you. But it's great to be there so that you can see how it's done in different ways. You might pick up a few things. You might be able to add something to your style. You might be able to have a conversation with someone who might kind of ease some of the tension. So you guys be great out here. If you need to take a friend diet, take a friend diet. But I want you to enjoy some poetry. I want you to enjoy some jazz. And I want you to enjoy you. Enjoy yourself. All right? All right, y'all. You know how we end this thing. We got to do some breath work. We breathe it in, so we're going to breathe it out. It only makes sense. We're going to inhale to the count of 4. And we'll hold it for a few seconds. And then we'll exhale. And we'll hold that a few seconds. And we're going to do that a few times. You dig? All right. Let's breathe. Inhale to the count of 4. Hold it a few seconds. Exhale. Hold that a few seconds. Inhale again. Hold that a few seconds. Exhale. Hold that a few seconds. Inhale one more time. Hold that for a few seconds. And exhale. Doesn't that feel great? Don't you feel great? Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you spending a little bit of time here with me. I don't take it for granted. You could have been anywhere else doing anything else. But we decided to take this time. We decided to make it noontime, my time. I'll be back here tomorrow. Yeah, I will. Same time. Right here. And I'm so happy to be right back with my Facebook friends. I see y'all out here. One love, y'all.